Hi, it's Charlie from Tax Gear. In the final part of our interview with Herb Cantor, a CPA and former IRS appeals officer and revenue agent, we discuss the IDR, or Information Document Request. So Herb, what is an IDR, or Information Document Request?
The information document request of Form 4564 is when the IRS is asking for specific documents. For example, the first one that they give you, they will ask you for, if it's a corporation, corporate minutes for the applicable time period. They're going to ask maybe for your general ledger, balance sheet, income statement. They may ask for specific documents. They may be looking for specific expenses. How did you compute your income? A trial balance, so on and so forth. And as the IRS goes through the audit, then they'll issue additional document request forms. When I was a large case examiner, it wasn't uncommon for me to have to issue 5, 6, 7 because some of these corporations were very complicated and I have to get to the bottom of everything. So I had to have to issue more and more as they give me information. One question led to another question. Usually, if you're self-employed, you have a Schedule C, a smaller corporation, you may only get 2 or 3 document requests. But this is where the IRS will ask you specifically for documentation, and it's in writing. And that's the way the IRS does it. That's the way I did it, and it makes sense, and it's organized. So you know what the IRS, I can tell what the IRS is looking for based upon the first document request. Basically what they're going to be looking for during your audit, I can tell you for the most part.
And what happens if you do not respond to an IDR?
The IRS could always try to issue you a summons for you to appear. They can always say, okay, if you don't appear, eventually we're just going to disallow all the expenses. If they think there's fraud, they may contact the Criminal Investigation Division to get involved. There are whole different things that can happen if you don't respond. I always tell people, even if you don't have documentation, respond. Some things, if you contact me, I can think of ways maybe to still, if you don't have the documentation, there still may be ways that we can still reduce your tax. That's the goal. That's always my objective. How can we reduce the tax? Even if you don't have documentation, I have worked a lot of cases like that where we try to figure out, okay, what can we do to get the tax reduced? Hopefully, maybe to something that you can live with.